Hello, YouTube, and welcome to North Wilkesboro, site to race number 4 of season number 6 of the Reebok Truck Series. And alongside me once again is Stephen Paul III.
Yep, back from Ontario for this weekend.
Yeah, doing some frequent flyer miles. On the front row for this one, Zach Flickinger in truck 90 for the Lone Star Steakhouse and Saloon Toyota. And starring alongside our Daytona winner, Joshua Hyatt. Row 2, we'll see James Ellison and Rebecca Goldberg star alongside each other with Randy Kennedy and Heidi Feynman, row 3. It is Ricky Freeman Jr., John Silver, row 4. And in row 5, we have Brooke Walbridge and Donovan Cage in the highest starting of the 3 Monster Energy Chevrolets. Here's the rest of the starting grid as I hand over to Steven for his thoughts and predictions.
Well, we've had 3 races on this channel in total, only one in the trucks to replace Val Serena last season. So, last year we saw Kyle Matz make a pass of Robert Young late to win the race. Had about 2 cautions, and no offense to Charles, as we saw the duels yesterday, a very spread out race. This will not be the case. This is going to be some beating. This is going to be some banging. Yes, Kev, make your comments. It's going to be a very interesting race, to say the least. Sky Common started on the pole last year. He fell to 23rd. Our final row is a monster truck, Ben Cohen and Toby McCoy. So it's going to be interesting to see how high it could do. Finished 3rd here last year. Zach Flickinger, I believe, had an 8th or a 12th. So see how they working. More veteran drivers toward the front. But you got to know, that front bumper is going to be used at North Wilkesboro today.
As let's go trackside for the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
So for this one, onboards that we would carry will most likely be the top 8 in points, which would be Colin Zeno, Matthew Eves, Kyler Anderson, Donovan Cage, Brianna Chabot, Joshua Hyatt, Seb Kuklon, and John Cena, unless I can think of something else, unless there's like a certain manufacturer that doesn't have representation. But
well, we should have went to the 09 because we were going to mention John Cena.
Oh wow.
Well, nobody hits the pit wall like last time we were here.
Hopefully not. Looks like we're going to be fine on that one. Worth mentioning, despite the fact that the veterans have been dominating victory lane this season, it is a rookie on top of the points. It is Colin Zeno in truck number 3. 4 rookies in the top 5 in points. And we are green for the Aaron's 200.
Yeah, 30 laps is going to go by quick. You got to get your drag position now. This is the old version of North Wilkesboro here.
Crap. Oh well. With as top 3 are single file already.
Yep.
I might not have done the 25%. That's might be my bad. Oh well, we'll see how it works. As Ricky Freeman Jr. is going to quickly make the move for 3rd on Randy Kennedy. He's going to be followed by Brooke Walbridge there in the 13.
Yeah, we saw the 62 last week stop on track. Had a rough race at 3 and try to rebound here.
Yeah, he had top 10s in the first 2 races, and then had the struggle weekend that he did last week in Canada. Eve's going to make the move on Walbridge. That is going to be for 4th, going to be followed by our all-time winningest driver in the series, James Shelley, looking for his first top 10 of the year.
And 51 starts into his last win, too. Here comes the 57 truck, not run by Apollo in the North Betting truck. It's a, I don't remember.
It's Cody McGurk in the 57, but funny you should mention it because it's Oriole Pollard right behind him in the 04. And Lyle Austin back after being on his lid at Atlanta. Had 1 week off because of the short track, but he is back in the truck this week because Colin Cropley, who was supposed to be driving short tracks, can't be here this week because of his obligations at Mosport.
I believe Oreo is the only one to run the Hooters race tomorrow, I believe, so I could be wrong.
Out of the drivers in this series, yes. As Oriole Pollard trying to use that extra track time to his advantage, he makes the move on James Shelley.
Oreo will be on 80 tomorrow. Lyle, 42nd and a DNQ, 40th and a DNQ this season, trying to improve that drastically running up here.
No, he's made both races he attempted.
Oh God, 57, they'll fail.
Cropley's the only one to DNQ the 5.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, my bad. Here comes that hard truck in the 71.
That is Trevor Collins on the inside of McGurk now. And here comes our points leader, Colin Zeno, looking for a spot inside the top 10 maybe.
First time I've seen the 50 up toward the front this season.
As Hyatt has checked out up front. We
Checked out
forgot
well.
you know what? No drivers to watch in this one because we actually forgot to say some. As Eves now makes the move for third, either that or what I'll do is I will have just done four from what the game picked. As Eves goes to third, now veterans are first and third now.
Yep, trying to pull a seat. Is that Cecil in eighth? Wow, Cecil's best finish is 36 so far this season.
Well, you had the Lyle Austin contact with Ricky Freeman Jr.
Yeah.
You had the benefit of the doubt that you hadn't said it on camera, but now you did. Cecily Gardner in the 93 and 8.
It looks like Cecil, that's why.
Yeah, but where are you getting Gordon from Gardner?
Cecil Gordon used to be a Cup driver back in the 70s.
As trouble for the 51, Gustav Odenberg.
Oh, God.
As
Another
he's at
race.
the back of the pack and is reporting vibration inside of the car.
Yeah, he's going to do it from Mother Russia. He's having that vibration.
As Hyatt is out in front by 2 seconds. Logan Williams just moved the 93 out of the way.
Yeah, that's a tough break for Gardner there.
Well, she was up to 7th, so move her back to 8th. Lyle Austin is on the outside of James Shelley. That is the battle for 5th. And I think, Aura Pollard just got 3rd spot away from the 55. And Hyatt is just gone. A lot of people liked him as their driver to watch for this one because he's had the most track success in this series at this track, and it's showing. It didn't show at Atlanta, but it's showing here today.
Well, I mean, there's only been one race here, so.
Well, he had the best success out of anyone in the field in that one race.
Well, Robert Young also finished in the top 5, so I guess it's a tie.
But Robert Young not even close to the front. Is it?
Never mind.
No
Looked
caution.
like there was.
Robert Young is in 18th behind Michael Van Houten and Michael Collins.
Secondly, man, PJ Williams to Kyle and
33 in the wall.
Well, he's gonna need a Longhorn for that one. Is it Longhorn cigarettes?
No, it's a steakhouse in this case.
Oh, I thought it was a cigarette company.
As Kyler Anderson on the outside, now going to be under threat from Robert Young. If he can dive it in there, he does. James Ellison still falling back right now. He's back to 15th.
One of the few drivers to run this race last year here.
And Zach Flickinger now has finally gone to the inside. Zeno's going to try and pass Freeman Jr. for the 11th spot.
Well, Joshua High is trying to pull the Juan Rodriguez and Zach Fitzwater, just leaving the field in their dust.
Well, yeah, basically. As Zeno now up into the top 10 is going to try and get by Trevor Collins. This would be for 9th. Freeman gets back by Brooke Walbridge for 11th.
Just try to be consistent, consistency wins the championship.
Yeah, it really does, especially considering we will be doing, unless it starts to get really spread out in terms of the points and looks like a runaway, we will use the full season format. Now the caution flag flies as problems for Toby McCoy. Gustav Odenberg might be involved. Ravnik Cower is involved, so that is definitely one of the Billy Baloo trucks in it. Maybe John Silver.
If you were Joshua Hyatt,
you
did not want to see that caution.
He's about the only one that didn't. As we are halfway through this one, let's go ahead and take a look back at what happened. Well, apparently someone couldn't see him on track because John Cena getting turned by Jeff Jones is how this one gets started. Right down into John Silver, nothing for the 63 to do. 80 bounces back off the wall, right into Toby McCoy, back up into Gustav Odenberg in the 51. Brandon Yodel just barely misses it. Looks like Cody McGurk just barely does. And Ravnik Cower comes along and bam.
Yeah, hard contact there.
Looks like Shohei Ohtani might have gotten a piece of it as well in the 17. 31 spun down into pit lane, took fuel only. And with that, we'll go back to the restart. And we're back. Only driver out of the race after that last incident is Ravnik Cower. This is going to freeze for a moment. Sorry about that. Top 10 rundown. Joshua Hyatt, Rebecca Goldberg, my bad. Oriole Pollard, James Shelley, Logan Williams, Lyle Austin, Matthew Eves, Cecily Gardner, Colin Zeno, and Ricky Freeman Jr. Trevor Collins, Zachary Fitzwater, Ben Cohen, Brooke Walbridge, James Ellison, Robert Young, Zachary DeLello, Kyle Walker, Adam Flickinger, and Kiara Miles, top 20. Look back through the rest of the field as they will get the green flag here momentarily. And the green flag is back out. We're underway once again.
And Joshua Hyatt is gonna rock it.
Shelley tries to make the move on Oriole Pollard there for third. Hyatt a little bit higher line off of turn 2, allowed Goldberg to kind of stay a little bit closer. Logan Williams is going to follow through now as the 04 just gets kicked up to the high side. Ellison's been kicked up high. Williams is going to try and make the move on the 14 as well. So the battle for third commences as now Logan Williams gets that spot. Sets his sights now on the 2 of Rebecca Goldberg. Austin gets by for 4th. Oriole Pollard now gets to the inside line. He's going to try and get this spot back from James Shelley. And here comes Matthew Eves in the 55.
62 is entered. Oh, 62 is still at the top 10. 93 trying to pass James now.
Yep, Gardner trying to get the spot away from James Shelley. Will do so as Matthew Eves makes the move on Oriole Pollard. Lyle Austin's going to see an opportunity there, and he pounces on the 04. And now here comes Zeno trying to see an opening on the 93. Gets there into turn 1.
Yeah, we saw Hyatt won at Irwindale last season, so he's getting some short track prowess to him.
He's actually a really solid driver so far in this series. I wouldn't be surprised to see Chevy try and build around him in the future. As Cecily Gardner now going to try and get a spot back from Oriole Pollard. Still inside of the top 10, back in 8th. This would be for 7th.
What a comeback for Lyle Austin after being on his lid.
And sitting out the last weekend due to scheduling. Here's the thing. This 5 team needed to try and get a good run to get into the top 30. I think they're doing just that here today as Trevor Collins gets by Oriole Pollard. That is for 8th. Here comes Kyle Walker in the Aaron's Dream Machine himself looking for 9th.
Yeah, the only Aaron Dream Machine car in the field this week.
Or this season.
Well, I mean, this double zero missed yesterday.
Huh?
Well, Derek Campbell missed yesterday in the Aaron Dream Machine.
Well, I'm meaning in this series. As Kyle Walker gets 9th spot away, now sets his sights on Cecily Gardner. James Shelley's going to try and get by Trevor Collins. That is for 9th. And Joshua Hyatt is gone again. Logan Williams can't get by the 2. As Goldberg doing a terrific defensive measure here on the 54. Just trying to get some solid points there for the 2, basically.
Yeah.
13th in points for Goldberg coming in. Hyatt was 6th. Hyatt was 6th in points coming in. That's going to improve some more. He was 34 back of Zeno coming in. I don't remember exactly how many points he would gain right now. He'd obviously get the most laps led. As Zeno looks for 5th on Lyle Austin. Austin throws the block. As there are just 3 laps to go. Can Logan Williams get by Rebecca Goldberg for 2nd? Can someone make a move on the 54? 2 laps to go this time by. Jeff Jones is being freight trained on the top. He's already outside the top 10. Now here comes Oriole Pollard trying to get the 15th spot back from him. And our outside... Oh, trouble there. Lyle Austin up in the wall.
Oh, God. We just got to make it back to the white boys.
As trying to make it back, Cecily Gardner's going to get a spot away from the 5. Kyle Walker as well is going to follow through. And we have seen the white flag. 1 lap to go here at North Wilkesboro. And Hyatt is loving life.
Gone. So Josh White's 2nd win of the season and early championship favorite for sure.
As coming through turns 3 and 4, it will be the Stevenson Marine Chevrolet. Hyatt wins at North Wilkesboro.
That is Hyatt's 6th career win. He is only 1 win behind James Shelley now. Yeah, and now he's won, I believe, 4 out of the... Actually, how many races in a row he's won now?
Uh, one in a row.
No, I mean dating back to last season.
I mean, you're saying how many wins in a row?
Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many? What's his race 4 this season?
This is race 4. He's won 2 of them now.
Yeah, he's won 3 out of the last 11 races. He's on that Henry Samper streak.
As the top 10 here today, Joshua Hyatt, Rebecca Goldberg, Logan Williams, Matthew Eves, Colin Zeno got 5th away. Cecily Gardner, Kyle Walker, James Shelley, Lyle Lawson, and Zachary DeLello. So we have a few guys who will get their first top 10 of the year.
Yeah.
Steven, your final thoughts on this one?
Well, good job to the 93, top 36 to a 6 for a best career finish. That is a drastic improvement. I mean, it wasn't a bad race. We saw a lot of passing and stuff. It was just Joshua Hyatt was not passing post-race tech with that car, but he probably will. Rebecca Goldberg, another good run. If I look at this, I think she finished 12th at Atlanta. Rebecca, where are you? Yeah, 12th at 3 in my bad.
She has one. It will be her best career finish because it's her first top 5 of the year. But
yeah, Colin Zeno's going to get
second top 10.
Yeah, Colin Zeno going to continue the good runs. James Shelley, first top 10 of the season. Look at the bottom. Heidi gets a decent finish for her. Retirement.
Only 41 drivers out of the 42 that started. Seeing the checkered flag.
Yeah, at least nobody hit the pit wall this time. It was a good race. I mean, we expected this race to go by fast, obviously, because of, the short track. We got one more race here tomorrow with the Hooters cars. Wonder how they're going to race with that package at 08. And then we're going to be flying back to Canada to watch probably someone just dominate the field. So if you guys don't like this action, what's wrong with you? Come back tomorrow to watch more North Wilkesboro action before this track gets vandalized.
So with that said, congrats to Joshua Hyatt on his 2nd win of the season, his 3rd top 10 to go with the 2 top 5s. So,
and his other race, he crashed.
Well, that's only accounting for 3 out of the 4 races. Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't today for more gaming and racing related content. Leave a comment down below or in Premier Chat or on Discord to let me know that you guys watched, or let me know how we did and all that good stuff. But for Stephen Paul III, I'm Gordon Fan 291, and this has been a production of the NRSL. We'll see you guys next time.
I see you guys. I'm still trying to find Hyatt in the distance.